You want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about sports in the state of Michigan? You've got the truth, all right. Can you handle the truth? Find out right now on the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, the show that detects and provides truth, research, and statistics about the Tigers, Lions, Red Wings, Pistons, Wolverines, and Spartans. Subscribe to its YouTube channel at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast and listen to it in audio form wherever you get your podcasts. Follow it on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_Truth, and like its Facebook page, and follow it on Patreon at patreon.com/Michigan Sports Truth. Also, check out our website, the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast.code80x.me, and donate to the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast for Autism on GoFundMe, and know the truth. I'm Taylor Phillips, the toughest, hardest. I'm Taylor Phillips, the hardest and most intelligent Michigan sports detective. This podcast, welcome to another episode of the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, which consists of hard criticism, hard stories, interesting stats, and the reality about all sports teams in the state of Michigan. Criticism, all that stuff. If fans can't handle it, they will be doomed to know. In this episode, I'm going to talk about the Michigan Wolverines men's basketball team winning the national championship for the first time in 37 years, the Red Wings being eliminated from playoff contention for the 10th consecutive season, and Andrew Kopp's quote beforehand. Tigers outfielder Parker Meadows' significant injury and his performance at the plate. And, of course, the Pistons getting Cade Cunningham back and still winning games after clinching that one seed. What's not allowed on the show: touchy-feely comments, whining, conspiracies, homerism, overreactions, bullying, harassment, curse talk, naive arguments, and propaganda. This podcast is hosted by someone who has autism, which is me, and is not for entertainment purposes. The views expressed by the audience, let alone fans, do not reflect the truth and reality about our teams. So let's get to it right away. How about those Wolverines, the national champions? They beat the Connecticut Huskies 69-63. Elliot Cadeau leading the way with 19 points, the most outstanding player of this national championship game. Of course, he's going to return along with Trey McKinney, who hit that big insurance three-point bomb with under a minute to go. Let's take a look at the team stats. Michigan really struggled from three-point range, but they got their job done. A couple reasons why they won is points in the paint, 36-22 Michigan, and less foul trouble, only 13 team fouls. UConn had 22, plus a flagrant foul. And Michigan led by as many as 11 points, led for 75% of the time in the entire game. Which is awesome. Michigan shot a lot better at the free throw line than UConn did. That's another reason why. Free throws are very detailed in basketball, the sport of basketball in general, in all levels, high school, college, and pro in the NBA, and semi-pro in the NBA G League. So as we take a look at the box score, like I said before, Elliot Cadeau, 19 points. Whereas Johnson Jr., may I add, a double-double of 12 points and 12 points and 10 rebounds. Yaxel Lindenborg played through a bad knee and scored 13 points, but shot 0 for 5 from 3. Ademara, 8 points, just 4 rebounds. It's a national championship game. It's not a rout. It's a tight game. Good game. Good team versus good team. Michigan was just the better team. Both teams are good, but Michigan was just a little bit better. Trey McKinney, who hit that game-winning shot or insurance three bomb, 9 points, 8 rebounds. Each digit close to a double. Each category close to double figures. So he's close to he was close to a double-double. It was an epic battle. It wasn't a rout. Both teams are good. UConn kept finding ways to win. Michigan kept finding ways to rout their opponents, though. And that's why Michigan won the national championship and were awarded the #1 spot in the AP poll rankings by a unanimous decision. And Yaxel Lindenborg has also declared for the NBA draft, and their head coach, Dusty May, has been signed to a contract extension because he earned it. He coached those players damn well. He really has. Nothing to say there. Congrats to our Michigan Wolverines. Another total victory for our entire state of Michigan. It was almost like so inevitable that Michigan would win, even if it wasn't by a rout. Because, on paper and on the court, Michigan was just the better team than UConn was. Of course, UConn's shocking upset win over Duke. Braylon Mullins, that buzzer-beating 3. Wow. Or, yeah, kind of a buzzer beater, but with 1/10 of a second left. That was a thriller. But Michigan was the team that got the job done. Business finished. It was a tough fight, but they got it done. So, first win in 37 years. First win since 1989, the Fab Five, but this is a better team than the Fab Five because the Wolverines earned it. They never complain about too much. They just kept on going. They kept on playing basketball. They kept on battling. They kept on clawing. They kept on scratching. This and that. They did it all, except win the Big Ten tournament championship, which was given away to Purdue. But everything else, Michigan won and they earned. So, with that being said, that's the Wolverines World Beaten Men's Basketball National Championship Edition. Yeah, that's a long segment name. So, not much else to say about that. The Spartans Span Men's Basketball Edition, Michigan State Spartans Men Basketball guard Jeremy Fears Jr. enters the transfer portal, so he wants to explore it. That's what reports are saying. And I don't blame Fears for doing so. Yes, thank you, Dead Fan Man. Anyway, with May a contract extension and fun portal rumors, yeah, the Wolverines got two guys from the transfer portal, one from Tennessee, and the other one. Hold on a minute. Let me take a look at the repost on Instagram here. Taking a look, yeah, the Wolverines should likely be favorites to repeat. But even if they're not, they can it's always next man up. You got Brandon McCoy Jr. heading to Michigan from couldn't quite get it, but anyway, I'm still trying to look. Oh yeah, from the no, wait, that's a visiting. Hold on a second. Yeah, so Trey McKinney. I already mentioned Trey McKinney and Elliot Cadeau staying put at Michigan. Yeah, Brandon McCoy was from Sierra. And the other guy coming from Tennessee to Michigan, forgot what his name is. That's why I'm digging that up too. As long as those reposts on Instagram just keep on loading here. Let's see here. Still, yep, Elliot Cadeau. What the heck is this thing doing? But yes, JP Estrella. Thank you very much. Yeah, from Tennessee. Yeah, that's the other transfer that they got. So with that being said, Jeremy Fewers Jr. entering the transfer portal. Again, like I said before, I don't blame him, but MSU would love to see Jeremy Fewers stay put with the Spartans. But with that being said, it's time to move on from college to pro. The Tigers Tribune, Tigers outfielder Parker Meadows suffered a broken arm and a concussion by getting into a collision with outfielder Riley Greene at Target Field in Minneapolis Thursday afternoon in a 3-1 loss to those Minnesota Twins. Some may say that Parker Meadows has been swinging a hot bat, but I've been digging up some statistical research. Parker Meadows, 2 for his last 11 at bats, and he's only had 2 good games at the plate. And if he has a broken arm, he should be placed on the 60-day injured list and not 10 or 15. 2 for 11 with 5 strikeouts. 2 for his last 11 at bats with 5 strikeouts. That's a 182 batting average in that span. That's bad. And Meadows just isn't a consistent hitter, and he keeps getting injured. It's time to move on from him. It really is. But the Tigers beating Miami Marlins team, who has still has an 8-7 record somehow. But Riley Greene and Kerry Carpenter have been delivering as of late. Riley Greene hitting a couple home runs. Kerry Carpenter hitting at least one home run. I'm sorry, my sinus is congestion. But anyway, on the defensive side, Kevin McGonigal continues to make gem plays, including one from 20 feet, just 20 feet away from that foul line. Robbing a Marlin hitter of an infield single or a single of some sort. Kevin McGonigal continuing to hit over 300 with at least an 800 OPS, which is still good. But Wencel Perez, who was just called up, he's 0 for 7 thus far this season in the major league level with the Tigers. 0 for 7. He was 0 for 3 Friday night against the Marlins and 0 for 4 Saturday afternoon against those Marlins. Yeah, and Tigers fans do have a legitimate beef about that. They really do. And they think the Tigers should have called up Max Clark just to give him a shot. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. I'll also consider calling up Corey Julks because he's been doing well in Toledo as well. If you take a look at his minor league stats in Toledo for this year for the Mud Hens, I think both Max Clark and Corey Julks should both be called up to the major leagues. But I remember Julks that earlier in spring training this calendar year, a skyrocketing almost 2,000 OPS. Wowzers. Again, an OPS as high as 1.821. Yowza in spring training. That's even more impressive than hell. If you're just watching, if you're listening closely. That's the reason why he should be one of those two guys, the other being Max Clark, that should be called up to the majors with the Tigers. He should have still been selected as an opening day roster player. Heck, even in the starting lineup, or at least as a backup player, outfielder in the 25-man roster, the active roster. But just some statistical research that I did on Parker Meadows. So he's not as valuable as fans may think. I did the research. Fans can't handle it. Tough nuts, farmer. Now for another edition of As the Winged Wheel Turns. This is not even a rumor, okay? That was from last episode. The Red Wings have been eliminated from playoff contention for the 10th straight season, as we all saw. I want to get to a quote from Andrew Kopp that Michael Whitaker posted on X, formerly Twitter. Andrew Kopp on the outside noise impacting the room. Quote, we have to... Yeah, I apologize for this. We have to find a way not to let it weigh on us. We have to find a way to free ourselves up. As soon as you let the outside noise and you guys start to impact what we're doing in here, that's when issues start to happen. And then and then he continued on that I think that the heaviness, it feels a little heavy for sure. The outside noise is heavy. The media has jobs to do. The fans have, it is what it is. That's on us not to let it creep in. It is pretty hard, we got to channel some fun, channel some jam, found a little bit into the third period. That is, guarantee you that we held on for 4 minutes and got an overtime winner shootout win. It would be a very fun room. Winning is fun. Losing is not fun. So when you're not winning, you're not having fun. I guess I kind of understand where Kopp is going with this, but there was no outside noise. It was just the inside noise in the building. The fans were booing the Red Wings as the Red Wings were on the verge of losing to the New Jersey Devils 5-3, which they did. I think Andrew Kopp was being too sensitive. Highly sensitive about a lot of stuff, especially what's actually not out there as outside noise. But whatever it is, just ignore it. As a player and a team, you have to be a lot tougher and have thicker skin and be better for it. Play better, win more puck battles, and win more periods, make more plays, play 60 minutes. Darren McCarty on Woodward Sports was pointing that out earlier in this week. And I'm going to refer this to, 2011 I know it's not hockey, it's college football, but then Coastal Carolina Chanticleer's football head coach, David Bennett, viewed his players like kitty cats and told them to act like dogs. And that's exactly my message to the Red Wings. Because we don't need no players. We need dogs. Like the Pistons are dogs. When they clinched the number 1 seed, they kept on winning. And we'll get to them next. That's just the way it is in the professional leagues. You got to be a man and not a boy. You got to be a dog and not a cat. You got to be a beast and not a sissy. You know what I'm saying? Get tougher, not weaker. Weak people make excuses. Tough people get better for it and just get the damn job done. All right? That's just the way it is. Nothing else to say there. So the Red Wings just have 2 games left in the regular season. We will just completely disregard them. I'll completely disregard them because but really, I want to point out cons and pros. First off, the cons. Marco Kasper, yes, some may say he's in a sophomore slump, but there's no excuse for this. Is not an excuse for that. The Red Wings have been just terrible at 5-on-5, not only down the stretch, but in earlier stages of some earlier points in the early stages of the regular season as well. Patrick Kane, kind of shocked that he hasn't been scoring too many goals, as many goals as the year before, as last season. Plus, there's not much or enough depth to back up injured players such as Larkin and Kopp when they were injured. There's just not much talent left except dead weight, which we'll get to in a minute. Depth scoring or lack thereof. Not enough depth scoring. And there's also not much skating speed except for Emmett Finney, which I'll also get to. Plus Alex Tanguay's lack of coaching as an assistant coach, especially when the Red Wings are on their power play. The lack of they've also been lacking teamwork. They've lacked competition. They lacked heart. They lacked fire. They lacked toughness. They lacked about every damn thing. They lacked mentality. They're just not being dependable in big moments, especially like high leverage points and situations, and they lack defense. For example, the dead weight, which I'll get to right now. Michael Rasmussen makes critical mistakes. Mason Appleton, not contributing much, and instead messing up, screwing up. James Van Riemsdyk, a facilitator, yes, but a goal scorer, no. Ben Sherratt, a disease, a complete disease. And Steve Yzerman signed him to a 3-year extension? What the fuck? JT Compher? He hasn't been very productive. David Perron, they got him back, but he hasn't been productive either. Just a lot of things going wrong, especially down the stretch in the regular season for the Red Wings. But yes, Yzerman did sign Ben Sherratt to a 3-year extension, and that's a big mistake. But other than that, Steve Yzerman did trade for Justin Falk. Justin Falk is actually a good defenseman. But just Ben Sherratt, when Falk's paired with him, everything goes wrong. Anybody that's paired with Sherratt defensively crumbles to the ice. Whether it be Justin Falk, Albert Johansson, Axel Sandin Pellikka, etc. Need I go on and on? It's all killing this team on the ice and on paper. Now, some positive marks on this team. Alex DeBrincat, 40 goals. John Gibson standing on his head. Emmett Finney does have skating speed. He's still got to work on mentality and goal-scoring mentality. Finished with 30. He has 30 points thus far. Also, like I mentioned before, Justin Falk. He's actually been a good defenseman, but fans want to blame him for defensive breakdowns. No, you got to blame Ben Sherratt. You can't just point fingers at other people when they know that Ben Sherratt is like the nucleus disease of this Red Wings defense. Travis Hamonic has been a healthy scratch for most of the season. He needs to get the fuck off this roster. Ben Sherratt needs to be bought out or just get the fuck off this team. Yzerman should not have signed Ben Sherratt to a 3-year extension. Get the fuck out of here with that. So, karma bites the Red Wings right in the ass. They deserve to be eliminated from playoff contention. And whom to get? Robert Thomas, Jason Robertson, 2 free agents that the Red Wings definitely should target this offseason. So that's another edition of As the Wing Wheel Turns in the regular season edition. Now for the Pistons post, the Pistons get Cade Cunningham back a little earlier than anticipated, and they keep on winning. Cade Cunningham was reported to be out for the rest of the regular season with a collapsed lung, but he came back, 3 games a bit early, and the Pistons crushed the struggling Milwaukee Bucks 137-111 in their home finale at Little Caesars Arena, fan appreciation night. Then they went into Charlotte at Spectrum Arena. They crushed the Charlotte Hornets 118-100. They held the Charlotte Hornets to just 10 points in the fourth quarter. That's impressive. Jalen Duren's going to be out for the Indiana Pacers game at Gainbridge Fieldhouse Sunday. I think it's it's 6 o'clock. Yes, thank you for. Now I remember. I have to thank my memory for this. But Jalen Duren is just injury management with his knee. He'll be fine. It's nothing to worry about. Pistons already clinched the 1 seed. Duren's absence is not too serious at all. Not serious at all. Duren will definitely be back for the playoffs. Isaiah Stewart has also returned. The Pistons just keep on winning. And the Pistons, I believe, are ready for a deep playoff run and perhaps an NBA championship. So, what did we learn? What did we learn? So, Michigan was the best team and the better team than UConn in the national championship game, and they're number one unanimously. They proved it. And it's next man up after Axel Lendenborg declaring for the NBA draft and this and that. The Red Wings are now the Red Weaklings because they make weak excuses about the outside noise, especially from Andrew Kopp. They just they're just a team that's scared when it comes down to the down the stretch moments, the home stretch months of the season. And that's only on them. Like I pointed out several hundreds of times before, Parker Meadows isn't as good as what Tigers Homer fans may think. Homerism doesn't reflect the truth. Jet fan, man, in case you're watching. I'm sorry, but I'm a hard guy. I'm a hard and intellectual guy. Can't handle it. Sorry, I don't know what else the fuck to tell you. And then the Pistons, they're just a great team. That's it. Everybody on the Pistons team just keeps on stepping the heck up and getting the job done. And they are proving that they are ready for a deep playoff run and perhaps an NBA championship for the first time since 2004 in the going to work era. So that's everything we've learned. And that's everything. That concludes another episode of the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. I'm Taylor Phillips. Subscribe to its YouTube channel at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. Like its videos and turn on all notifications on the bell icon. Click or tap on live to find its latest full episodes and check out its shorts videos and its posts as well. Also watch it live and follow it on Twitch at Michigan Sports Truth. Listen to it in audio form on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music /Audible, Castbox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, and Gio7. Also join its supporters club on Spreaker, just $2 a month. And on social media, follow the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_Truth and on Reddit at u/Michigan_Truth. Also like its Facebook page, facebook.com/Michigan Sports Truth, and on Patreon, patreon.com/Michigan Sports Truth. The show's website, the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, code ADX.me. And finally, donate to the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast for Autism on GoFundMe. The goal is $2,400. Until the next episode, stay on the lookout and just understand that I observe and detect the truth about sports in the state of Michigan, only for fans' own good and education, because the Michigan Sports Truth is out there. Ta-ta, hit him with a hind. Power of the people, Baba Booey to y'all.
High-speed internet service provided by Cherry Capital Communications in Elk Rapids. Visual wardrobe props provided by Creative Embroidery of Cadillac. Statewide business endorsements go to Fox Motors, Great Lakes Art, Michigan Rustic Properties, Grand Traverse Pie Company, J&H Family Stores, Positive Chimney and Fireplace, Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's Adventure, Alpine Chocolate House in Manistee, Boyne City, Gaylord, Plymouth, and Sault Ste. Marie, Hudsonville Ice Cream, Grandpa's Mini Donuts, Rally House Michigan and Rally House Detroit, Tom's Food Markets, Beacon and Bridge, Vago Soda, Detroit Wing Company, Simply Delightful, JR's All-Star Haircuts for Men, Tropical Touch Spa, Main Street Rocks, G's Pizzeria, Wesco, 7 Brew Coffee, Gardner White Furniture, and BC Pizza. Metro Detroit area business endorsements go to the Annex Detroit nightclub and its Annex Angels, Stepping Stone Wellness Center in Plymouth, Place Sports Club Detroit, Buscemi's Party Shop in Waterford Township, the Vanguard Hotel in Ann Arbor, Realtors Kevin S. Bentley and Lindsay Gorman, Sean O'Callaghan's Public House in Plymouth, Gino Surf, Avenue American Bistro, Mochi Nut Donut and Boba, Osprey Detroit, Peak Exterior Care, the Edo Ramen House in Southfield, the Great Lakes Crossing Mall in Auburn Hills, Empire of Detroit, Modern 7 Bistro, Northville Sports Den, the Union Barber Shop in Birmingham and Ferndale, United Mobile Power Wash and Dry Ice Works in Southfield, Frothy Girl in Ortonville, Spot Truck in Dearborn and Detroit, Athletico Physical Therapy on Woodward Street in Ferndale, Detroit Pizza Company, The Blind Owl in Royal Oak, Brass Rail Detroit. Cali Tickets, call 877-225-8425 or visit CaliTickets.com. Reliance Pressure Washing, The Jagged Fork, Goodman Acker PC, Northwestern Technological Institute, Green Lantern Pizza, The Pins Bowling Center in South Lyon, Impact North in Ortonville, Vitamin Shop in Auburn Hills, Legacy Family Dental Center in Dearborn, 350 Terrace, and Hodges Subaru. Local business endorsements go to Cherry Capital Communications in Elk Rapids, K&L Creations in Manton, Upriver Pizza in Benzonia, Glen Arbor Construction, Freshwater Auto Spa in Kalkaska, Kingsley Lumber, Boyne Golf, The Outsider in Manistee, the Silver Dollar Pub and Grill in Roscommon, Toy Town of Cadillac and Reed City, the Landing Zone in Gaylord, the VI Grill in Suttons Bay, West Michigan Massage Therapist Emmeline. Visit ZenWeb.com. The B4 Foundation in Ithaca, Wexford Community Credit Union in Cadillac and Lake City, Jay's Sporting Goods in Gaylord and Clare, The Front Porch in Suttons Bay, Trout Town Tavern and Eatery in Kalkaska, the El Cilantro Taco Shop in Petoskey, Bay Mills Resort and Casino in Brinley, Fuel Up Nutrition in Clare, JNS Hamburg in Traverse City and Kingsley, United Food Service Solutions in Grand Ledge, Friendly Foodies in Alpena, the Asian Buffet in Cadillac and Traverse City, Luddington Meat Company, McBain Hardware, Bandry Home Furnishings in Cadillac, Houghton Lake, Big Rapids, and Traverse City, Pearl's New Orleans Kitchen in Elk Rapids, Rogers Food Center in Lake City, Everett, and Reed City, Herman Hiss and Company in Bay City, Fletcher's Pub and Texas Corners in Kalamazoo, the Michigan Theater of Jackson, Hooters in Saginaw, Anna's House in Grand Rapids, Coffee Beanery in Flushing, Merritt Speedway, Northport Pub and Grill, Northern Logistics, and Spicer's Boat City in Houghton Lake. Traverse City business endorsements go to Honest Eyes Optical, Northern Trillium Company, Northwoods LG Barbecue, Downtown Vacation Rentals, Vautrubel Leather, Rovi Grill in Dearborn, Old Mission Culture Company, Archer Contracting, Intrepid Cycling, Moomer's Homemade Ice Cream, TC Man Cave, K1 Speed, Play It Again Sports, Erica Nita of Traverse City Real Estate, Yen Yoga and Fitness inside the Delamar Resort on Front Street, Firefly Kitchen and Bars, Traverse City Fun Running, Bergstrom's Burgers, Margarita's Grill, Wellbeing with Catherine Palms, Traverse City Comfort Advisor by Comfort Center, Bayview Flooring, North Coast Golf Shop, Dockside Market, Anna Very Fine Foods, and Team Bob's Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Cadillac business endorsements go to Cadillac Grill, Cadillac Nutrition, Cadillac Horizon Books, Creative Embroidery, Michigan Coffee Company, Shaley Bear Creations, Pro Quality Cleaners, Raven Social, Wildflower Bakery, Northern Star Event Rentals, Primo's Barbecue, Wexford Jewelers, Evolve Yoga and Fitness, Chunky Bear Coffee Roasters, The Truck Stop, Cadillac Lofts Apartments, Bigelow Supply, The Food Mafia's Let's Roll With It Rolled Ice Cream, Evergreen Resort with Curly's Bar and Grill, Cheese Tanning Salon, 5-star real estate agent Stacy Zirkle, The Pine Sports Bar and Bowling Center, Pizza Plus, Chico's Taco House, Baldwin Family Healthcare, Blue Heron Cafe, The House of Hunan,
Wexford Senior Care Center, Max Swings Indoor Golf, Beaner's Pizza, Cabernet Peaks, Burke's Waterfront Restaurant, the Cadillac Party Lounge, and the Sweet Shop. Lake City business endorsements go to Cuts by Melanie, the Pearson Agency, the LC Tap House, Hutchinson Septic and Excavating, the Coffee Cup, It's a Denise Jewelry, To the Moon Bakery, Northern Auto Lab, Hammer's Pub and Grub, Shoreline Cafe, Rustic Hog Barbecue, Pancho Villa Mexican Grill, the AL Trading Post, and the Misaki Golf Club Golf Course.